my goodness. Oh, greetings, folks. Greetings. How are you guys doing today? This is your girl again, Pamela Joyce. I am driving. I'm going to church. Yeah. Friday service. We're pretty late though, but let's see what happens. It's a workday service Friday today, and a lot of people still have to go to work anyway. Sorry, I talked a little bit. And it's not everybody that will catch up with the hold up and all the bustles and hustles of life. But I hope we get there on time so that we can meet up with, the teachings. It's very important for us. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please help me to reach the goals that I want to reach regards to these. Let's do this together. I can't do it all by myself. Please subscribe to this channel. It's Talk As It Is TV. Please subscribe, please, I beg you guys. I'm very humble. Thank you. Without wasting of time, as I'm driving, I just want to talk about conformity. Conformity. Let me scream it out, guys. Conformity. To conform to things. Yeah, that's the topic for today. You know what? Most of the time, people think conformity is same as humility. No, not all. Two different things that sounds or look similar, but they are very different. Anyways, there are two types of conformity that I want to talk about today. There is conformity that happens to somebody because of situation that you found yourself. It could be the environment where you are at a particular time, the people that you are hanging out with, the situation of things that surrounds you, the kind of relationship you are, your spouse, that you are with, could lead you into some sort of conformity, which is number one side of conformity. Peer pressure, could lead you to some sort of conformity. The other side of conformity, remember I told you there are two types of it when I started. The second side of conformity is the conformity of the Most High God, the one that God actually wants you to conform to. Because you are different. He created you for a purpose. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. He has a plan for you. You can't afford to be the same as every other person, because you are created for His own purpose. It might not just be your purpose or the purpose of the people that surround you. For His own purpose. You see, He's a mystery. This sort of conformity is a good side of conformity, when you are conforming to God's own vision. What God actually wants you to conform to is different. But when you now go beyond that, it's not good. And I don't think God, your creator, will be happy. You won't be happy yourself, because we are just kept in a box. Because you did that out of your own sheer human ignorance, and there is a big price to pay for it, because there's no way you can satisfy anybody 100%. No, it's not possible. When you're not conform to a standard which God did not permit you to conform to, because you want to buy eyes, you are afraid of rejections, you're afraid of loneliness, you're afraid of all the things that the world has to throw on you, you're afraid of being judged, you know what I mean? So, it's gonna mess you up. At the end of the day, you are not meant to be in some certain cycles and stuff like that. So that kind of conformity is not really important. We should learn. It's much easier to say, but it's actually very difficult to put in practice, because we are human, blood and water flows in our system. But we have to try. We have to try, because one silly mistake of you getting into conformity that is not meant to be, it's got no God's own vibes in it, can actually lead you to a total mess, and it's going to take you, by the grace of God, to repair it. When it goes wrong, it's not easy, guys. This is kind of like, it's going to be one of my very long videos, because where I am going to church this evening is a little bit far from my neighborhood. So I'm willing to talk more about this conformity issue, because a lot of people have actually been doomed because of conformity. And when it gets so tense, you see, you will be shifting away from your vision. Before you know it, a day passes you by, weeks passes you by, it becomes months, it becomes years, and you've lost a lot of time, getting very comfortable and used to, your idea of conformity, which is not going to lead you to anything good, like I said before, because you're conforming to something different from the vision of God in your life, and whom you are supposed to be, is a big price to pay. Now, how do you get out of conformity? Sometimes, when you are being hit with a tennis baton all over you from all angles, and you see, it's not because you are arrogant or whatever that you're just not conforming, but it's just because you are a different species. God created you differently, and that's what you should be looking at. When it gets to that point, your breaking point, where the center can no longer hold, you have to look at it again, and look at it properly. And I'm sure if you look at it, you will get to understand why even all these years and time and efforts and all the struggles that you've put into your conformity, why it did not go anywhere. You just realize it. It's because you were not meant to conform in that standard. You were meant to conform in God's own standard. Then you will learn to seek the face of God and ask a question, which you will normally get the answer anyway. If you talk to him, he will talk to you back. Yes, that's true. It talks to everybody. It living in a worldly conformity is such a very disastrous thing. It's better for you to conform with what God wants you to do. You know what I mean? You get my point? It's not going to cost you much. It costs you less, but it costs you much when you conform to people that you are not supposed to conform with. You get my point? Like, somebody told me when I was a lot younger, I said, you really don't know who people are until you get into fights with them. You can be friends for 100 years until you actually get into fight. The way they fight with you, the way they resolve it, or if it can be, resolved, it's just as simple as another parable that says it's not the way you start a journey that's really important, but the way you end the journey is what is important. So conforming to things of the world, things, trying to please people around you who do not even care about you. They never care anyways. No matter, the more you put effort, the more they hit you with a bad thing. It's more expensive and costly than conforming to God. So what I am saying today is we'd rather check ourselves again and conform to God's own will in our lives, regardless of how difficult it might look, but you will find better happiness with it. Conformity is just another way of you trying to belong to a place where you don't belong to. It's not necessary. That is all about it. And thank you for watching this video. Please share, subscribe, and press the notification button. Thank you. I'm going to end this video now because I need to concentrate and ask questions how we are going to get to the church safely. All right. Bye. Good evening, good afternoon, good night. It depends on wherever you are watching. God bless you. Thank you.